Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of Hadithi Yangu on Mambo Zuri TV. Today we're interviewing a budding young fashion designer, Beatrice Maina, on her journey in the industry so far and her future plans. Stay tuned. Hi Beatrice, and welcome to Mambo Zuri.
Thank you.
For those who don't know, can you tell us exactly what it is that you do?
Okay, so my name is Beatrice Maina. I'm a women's wear designer, a fashion illustrator, a fashion writer, and a creative overall. So that's what I do, yeah.
So can you tell us a bit more about how you actually got into fashion?
I got into fashion around the age of 14, 15, around the time that I was picking my GCSEs. I didn't always know that I wanted to do fashion, but I think I knew I wanted to be in a creative industry. I just wasn't sure what. I dabbled and dabbed in things like media and art and stuff, but I knew that's not like what I ultimately wanted to do. So I checked out textiles, and it was something that I just so happened to enjoy doing. So from there, I kind of just went on that road.
Can you tell us a bit about your university and the experience and what exactly it taught you to do with your craft?
Initially, actually, I wasn't ever meant to move out of London for uni because all like the fashion unis and stuff are in London, so everyone kind of expects you to go there, kind of recommends you to go there. But I went to Coventry because I saw that their success rate and all of that was good. So, and what they were offering in terms of like a placement year, which is what I wanted to do, sounded like great to me. So in terms of uni, it taught me a lot, I'm not gonna lie, and I'm really, really glad that I went to uni, because a lot of people do think that, and you can absolutely make it in fashion without having to go to uni, but there's something about kind of learning academically and being proactive in a classroom with other students and technicians and tutors that are, work firsthand in the industry that you can't really learn when you go straight into it. And experience and all of that is good, but now it teaches you a lot about the process and the kind of procedures that you have to go through in order to create a collection, for example. So yeah, that's what it taught me.
Linking to the last question, can you tell us a bit about your placement year and where it led you to?
So my placement year, I studied in Paris. So I did that for 3 months, which was an experience in itself because I'd never moved away from home, like outside of the country, and completely lived by myself. And then in my second term, I was supposed to go to New York for an internship, but instead I got an opportunity to go to Vietnam. And so I went and assisted a fashion designer there for International Fashion Week. And I was kind of in charge of adjusting tailoring basically the dresses that the designer had made for the models. And I also did a placement in London with Hai Shen Wang, a designer who's like kind of up and coming. So I did that as well for about 2 months, which was good because I'd never worked in a studio with another designer before. So, yeah.
An important question here. What inspires you? Where do you get your inspiration from when you're designing?
Inspiration can come from anything. Like my graduate collection came from my visit to Vietnam and my youth growing up in London. So inspiration can come from anything as well, from art, from where you grew up, your home country. It can come from a single picture. But I normally tend to look at street style and art for inspiration. And my influences are, I think, designers like Alexander Wang, Paul Costello, which are completely two different designers, but in terms of like their brand identity and everything that they stand for and their aesthetic, they're people who really influenced me in terms of being true to what you want to portray through your brand. So yeah.
I know your journey has just started, but what would you say is your biggest achievement thus far?
Well, besides finishing uni, because that was like a roller coaster in itself, I'd probably say getting chosen to show in London. So we had to basically pitch our graduate collection to industry professionals, and only a certain amount of number get to go through. So it's not any particular number, but if they just believe in what your brand and your graduate collection is all about, then they'll pick you. So I got picked, luckily, and I showed in London, and through that I got featured on Vogue. So that was my biggest achievement, I think. Yeah.
What crucial advice would you give to young Africans trying to get into the fashion industry?
I think I would just say, like, believe in yourself. As cliche as it sounds, I would say believe in yourself, because if you don't, then no one will, as you know. And especially with the fashion industry, it's really cutthroat. Like, if you've not got tough skin, you can really crumble. And if you doubt yourself for a second, people will see that. The reality of it is that it's a lot of hard work. So just so long as you got faith, you got drive, and you stay motivated, you can do what you want.
So are there any plans for any minor designs, any collaborations? What can we expect from you now?
I kind of believe in timing, so I don't want to put anything out there that I feel is rushed, that I don't feel I can execute the best to my ability. So it's in the near future, I'll tell you that much. But on top of like the research that I'm doing for my own brand, I'm kind of like delving into other things. So yeah, but something will be coming soon, and not just for the women but for men as well. So God willing, it works out.
And finally, where can people get hold of you if they want to contact you?
I would say mainly my Instagram. For my fashion illustrations, Instagram, which is love_MAINA, Maina. I have a website, so beatricemaina.com, which has got my design portfolio on there, my CV, and my contact details as well if you want to like get in contact, because I'm always open to collaborating with people and seeing what else is out there, basically, yeah. I'm Beatrice, na hiyo ni hadithi yangu.